section.
Welcome back, everyone, to Season 2, Episode 1 of A Coming of Age, the podcast.
Coming of Age.
Oh, how sweet it is to hear that voice.
I just want you to know you're my favorite podcast.
We are back, we are back, we are back, we are back.
Pew, 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 pew. Subscribe
And like.
Follow, and follow.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
What is up, my boy, Zam?
Yo,
oh my
Frankie,
gosh.
all good, man, all good. Been too long, man, been too long. We've been talking.
I know.
Yeah, we've been talking.
I know.
We've been talking.
Jeez, it's been what, 2 months?
Yo, it feels
Almost 2
long,
months.
bro.
Because we
It
stopped on
feels so
December 8th, right? So we're back.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it feels long. So
how sweet it is to be. See, I almost finished that sentence right there.
But yo, it is amazing to be
Oh,
back. Season 2,
Mhm.
first episode of the new season. We're recording it live, semi-live, night before it drops. We ain't messing around. We ain't pre-recorded. We coming straight.
That's
straight,
how we do
straight.
all the time, though.
Yo,
Oh
what?
my gosh.
Yo, you got anything that like came up in the last month? Something off the top, something that like somebody like commented on, anything like that? Any feedback? Anything like that?
About the podcast?
Yeah, about the podcast. Yeah,
Yeah,
about the podcast.
I've been actually, so it's funny. So I guess we're getting more popular now. And I've been asked multiple times, like, yo, you guys still doing the cast?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Season 2 drop in. I'm like, yo, it's coming. They're coming. They're like, yo, what are you talking about? I'm like, hey, we got some fresh material.
Yeah.
Don't worry, just chill. Yo, can we be on it? I'm like, my voice just keeps going higher and higher.
Yo, I'm getting pure. Yo, can I be on? Yo, I want to be on an episode. Like, what do you mean? You want to just be on it? But I'm getting a little. I used to get it before, but now I'm
You just
getting it
wanna
a
be
lot
on the
more.
episode and just like you just hear like hard breathing in the background. No words, just I'm on.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, I'm here. The man answered no question, no questions or anything like that. We have a lot
You know
in
what?
store.
Just
yeah.
today,
Yes,
Azam,
yes,
just
yes, go ahead.
today,
Yep.
I didn't get a chance to tell you. Someone reached out to me about another podcast who wants to collaborate with us, and do a kind of an interview. Like they
Oh,
want to
cool.
interview
Yeah,
us, actually. So
Okay.
shout out. That's gonna be coming down the line soon. No names yet, but it's coming.
All right, ink is not dry on that, but we're gonna be looking. Got to contact ACOA management at gmail.com. Yo, we gotta make
Sign
that up.
on the dotted
Sign on
line.
the line. But yo, man, it is amazing to be back. We have a lot in store this season. Hopefully, a lot will be coming. A lot of things will be coming down this pike that I think we're just gonna be like. I think we hit such a stride, man, and I don't even think there's improvement. I think we're just gonna keep growing. You know, it's just about growth right now.
You can't improve if you're already the best. I mean, there's my first humble line of the season 2 right there.
Oh, I
Hey.
didn't even do my thing. I didn't even do it.
You
You
didn't
know that?
introduce
Yeah, I
us,
didn't even do
yo. Didn't
I know, you do
introduce.
this.
They made no
So-
introduction needed.
it. You know what?
I'm so excited.
gonna allow
I gotta
that,
calm
yo.
Down. I gotta calm down.
You know what? Big up a man like Frank, yo. No introduction needed, yo. No
You know what,
introduction.
yo?
needed.
Hey, season two, I got this. Everybody, you listen to my boy Azam
Mhm.
coming to you from Vaughan, Ontario. Yo,
Hey,
big up
easy,
property
easy
tax.
on the. Yo, one of the biggest convos I keep having with Frank and our boy David is about property tax, man. This
Yo,
shit.
man, too high up in those woods, man.
You forget,
Hey.
listen, when you told me, listen, you know how good I felt after you told me a man is spending 10K? And when you showed me his house, I was like, how could he not play? I was like, all right, you know what? I don't know what's going on in King City, but them things like.
Allow it.
All right, allow it. Anyways, I felt better.
that
I feel better.
That childlike laughter you just heard is our boy Azam. And yes, he's our boy, our community our boy.
That's right.
And in that oh so sweet baby blue movie voice you hear right now is your homeboy Frankness.
Gentlemen.
How you do,
All the
ladies,
boys out there.
gentlemen.
All the
Anyways,
boys.
yo, man, I'm excited for season 2. We have a whole lineup of new topics,
Yeah.
guests, just everything and new vibes. It's just gonna be so sick. It's gonna be so. For those of you who have been riding with us to this day, thank you. And our gift to you is just more content. It's gonna be sick.
Gift to us. Gift to ourselves also. Gift to ourselves.
All
So
right, fair enough. Jeez, I'm sorry.
let's get into it. Let's get into
Ooh, all right.
the topic for episode 1. It is gonna be a hell of a one.
We're just getting right off the skillet, man. Just getting right into the fire.
Yeah.
This week's episode is so eloquently entitled "How to Date a Player."
Not to be confused with the amazing movie that I have in this basement somewhere, How to Be a Player, with Will Bellamy.
Definitely never seen it, but all right.
Bill Bellamy. Sorry, Bill Bellamy. Yeah, that's Bible stuff, man. That's gospel, bro. You gotta watch the Mac. You never heard of the Mac? You ever watched the Mac?
That's the last thing I need to watch right now, man.
Yeah, no. Not now. Not at our age. No, you don't need to watch that.
So you're speaking to all the youth on the line.
Yeah. Well, yeah. All the man's in the mid-30s. If you were doing something, them kind of movies was that Boomerang, them kind of things, man. Whew.
All right, I don't know what you're talking about, but cool. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it right there. How to date a player. So specifically though, actually, it's gonna be two kind of things. A, how to date a straight up player, but also how to date someone who used to be a player, who used to be in the game. If you guys check out season 1, episode 20, episode 20 is where we had a sick topic called Respect the Game. Go check that episode out. It's where we talk about the game. And to refresh your memory, I'm going to let Azam kick off the first section where we're going to explain what is this man shaking his head, sweating already? Yo, open a window, boy. You need a draft. God. So, Azam, tell me, what is the definition of either a player or someone who's in the game?
So, obviously, we're talking about someone who has many acquaintances, many romantic acquaintances. I won't say sexual.
Say aliases.
I won't say sexual. I won't say sexual. I feel like that was one thing I wanted to touch on post episode 20. Is we're not talking about. At least when I'm referring to these things, it's not talking about.
We're not talking about practice.
Yeah, we're not talking about.
We're talking about the game. We're not talking about practice. Really, man? You gonna come to me and talk to me about practice? We're talking about. You like that job?
I could not have said it more perfect. We are not talking about practice. We are not talking about. We are not talking about practice. We are talking about the game, just the game, right?
The game,
and men and women included. I think we were very male heavy. Pause on that, but we were very male content heavy on the episode 20. I am very interested to get into the second part of this, and I think Frank has a third part, right? Has a third part,
but third part is a surprise.
But yeah, if I was gonna break it down, it'd be somebody. And to me, when I think about, there's old players and stuff like that, and people in the game as older people. I like to think it's a young man's game. I like to think it's a young man's. A young
man or woman,
young man or woman's thing, or maybe they're they're on the second part of their life, second part of their chapter. Maybe they're divorced, maybe they're coming out of a long relationship, and they want to enter into that. So I like to think of it like that. But again, back to it, I would say it's someone who has multiple romantic interests and is able to balance such without each
multiple
interest.
Fellatios?
Without each interest. without the interest. Now here's the caveat: without those interests, the worlds ever colliding. Like where you're not like one doesn't know about the other, you know. And even if they do, it's just an idea, you know. It's just an idea, you know. So that's for me. What do you break it down the same way, or do you have another kind of?
I just say it's someone who either dates multiple people either at the same time or sequentially, but basically they're not looking for commitment, right? So a player is someone who like do not expect them to stick around for, you know, like you're looking at months, maybe if not, you know, weeks or occasional sightings, right? And because there's degrees to being a player, right? But just someone who's not committed and quite simply, which is not a bad thing, but just quite simply, you know, go on multiple dates or dating one person for a while, getting rid of him or her, and then going to the next person, same, you know, so on and so forth.
I think the best.
That's me.
The best ones are the ones you don't even know, bro. Those are the best ones. Those are the guys.
You say that with a lot of passion.
Those are the guys. Those are the guys who are really out there, you know.
See, you keep going guy heavy. I'm telling you, women are are slayers. Woo. Slayers. Come on, man. Give them their respect.
I mean, it takes two to tango. So you gotta assume. You gotta assume, you know. Okay.
Fair enough. All right. So that's the game. All right, cool. Yeah. So we were talking about how to date someone who is either in the game or has previously been in the game.
Yeah.
So let's start actually on the reverse. Someone who used to be in the game.
Yeah.
Actually, no. We should go actually in order. What are some things that you can or cannot do when dating someone who has been, you know, who you know is a player?
So, number one is you got to be. I mean, not what you don't do, but what you have to be is comfortable knowing that they had a past. So you got to be comfortable in knowing that that past exists, and that some of that past may creep up and rear its dirty little heads, right?
Okay.
That
you're saying you gotta be prepared to
not fight anyone, but you got to be prepared probably for like, especially now. Like I'm thinking about when both of us were younger, there wasn't a whole ton of social media and all this stuff, right? So you can imagine now, bruds, if you were dating a gal and messing with one or two, three gal or something like that, and you maybe like, you know, really like try to distance yourself from one of them, two of them, and then you try to really go serious with one of them. Yo, them two, you have to block everything, guy. You gotta block Facebook. You gotta block IG, Snapchat. You gotta watch out for catfish. You gotta watch out for for text messages like that. You can't be posting things about you being at Cheesecake Factory and Harvey's and them kind of. Can't put no locales. You know what I mean?
You know how deep it goes now. I have a friend who, she's dating, and was dating. Sorry, she's with someone now.
Yeah.
And at the time, she would log into Tinder while she's with the guy and swipe continuously to see if she can find him on Tinder still.
Now that is something I never would have assumed.
It's next.
I don't know nothing about that. I don't know
nothing about it. You're gonna play the game today, man. You're gonna play the game today.
So you mean to say that she's with the guy she is with currently? She has gone on Tinder, but while being beside the guy or being with the guy, and swipes to see if the guy actually still exists on Tinder.
His account's still active. Or some people, if they already they met on Tinder, they will log on to see when the last time it was that they logged on, right?
Oh,
and that can start a fight. Anyways, that's a different subject. If you guys want to learn how to hide your stuff,
I think send the money. Real, ACOA management. ACOA. We have a whole catalog. Frank's got a how-to guide.
Okay, so you got to be okay with knowing that the past might come up.
Yeah, especially in that.
Oh, actually, no. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe you have to be okay with not ever knowing the past. Actually.
Yeah, comfortable with kind of leaving it there, and kind of you have to also be comfortable with trusting that person and hoping that that person has kind of given you the rundown, because a lot of times you don't know, right? You don't know. You don't know what. Typically, a guy is not going to tell a girl who he's really been serious with, like the whole truth, right? Like he's not gonna probably say, "Yeah, man, it's 40 girls, 40 girls." Oh, how many last year? How many you dated last year? About 30. 30 of the 40 you dated. Wait, hold on. 40 of the 30 of the 40 you dated last year. No one's gonna like. I don't foresee a guy doing that. I remember when. I remember for me, Saida asking me like, okay, like tell me like how many girls passed all these kind of things, and I told her straight because but I already had a head start with her because a lot of why she wouldn't talk to me was because of the reputation that reputation that preceded me when I was trying to make moves on her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she already had. It wasn't like she was in the dark of all these things, but I could imagine if it was someone else who they didn't have that past or a few years of knowing each other, being classmates, and all this kind of stuff. You don't got to. What's the truth that you have to tell? You just die with them
here's the thing then. So here's the thing then. So if you're dating, as in like, you're a few dates in or a few months in, right? So it's fresh, and you're dating someone who you think is still a player. You can't ask them their number, but then if you're dating someone who hung up their shoes or the gloves, so to speak, you think you can ask them? Like, when do you think it is appropriate for you to ask someone their number?
So if things are getting
their current situation,
if things are getting serious and you're in process of having that conversation or having a more serious conversation of you two being in a relationship, because I think there is still a courting that still goes on. You know what I mean? Like even I go back to, for me, from the time me and Saida were talking, it was probably a good maybe 2 or 3 months of courting. Like just talking, flirting, messaging, calling, here and there, but not like every day kind of thing. But for me, my extracurriculars all stopped. Like I was like locked into whatever she was doing, with her defense up, she was giving me the impression that she wasn't doing the same, you see? Because she didn't want to be looking like she's waiting around for me or just whatever ho hum, right?
Yeah.
But
of course.
But when push came to shove, and I told her that, I think that's what pretty much was like, okay, that's out of the way now. Like, let's go. Let's move on.
Interesting.
Here, you know what I mean? So I would say,
here's a question.
Yeah.
Here's something I feel like, because this happened to me. As in, I was dating someone who I did not trust. Like, I wanted to give it a try, but like, real talk, I had like the back of my mind, not even the back, the front of my mind. I was just like, I cannot fully trust her. Right. And one thing that happens is anytime you meet one of her or his opposite sex friends.
Yes, sir.
So in my case, anytime you meet one of her friends, like in your mind, you're just like,
yes,
okay,
that
like what happened here? You know what I mean? And things raise. You're looking at everything, every single touch of the arm, every single time she looks at him, every single time there's a joke and they're laughing, every single time. It's paranoid, and that's one of the things I think you have to prepare for. Like if you choose to, dive into that pool, you got to be ready to like, because you look insecure if you're like, yo, who's that? How do you know him? You ever sleep with him?
Yeah, you start looking like something wrong with you. Yeah. Especially if, guys aren't stupid. Like guys can pick up on that happening with you. Like say it was your girl and it was me. I could probably pick up on you'd be like, and I would probably say to her, like, yo, what's wrong with your man, yo? Yo, what's going on? Yo, tell your man to ease up. Tell your man to ease up. These words have been spoken many times to enough people. Man. You know what I mean? Like, so you'll never be able to hide it, and that is exactly where I was going. That the toughest thing is them having the opposite sex friends or opposite sex like people they continually are meeting. Like, and I remember one of my good friends.
They just keep coming out of the woodwork. And she's like, "Who are you now? Who are you now? Yo, what model are you? Yo, like it's like, jeez."
I gotta. You know what should I say? I don't even want to say his name, but a good friend of ours.
Say it.
A man that if you say his name, I'm just gonna pause. I'm not gonna out the man like that. But my good friend, a good friend who has never shown up to this show, who keeps saying that he would. You can say the name if you want. I'm not gonna say the name. But he, my good friend, best man at my wedding, used to have so many girls who were his friends. So many that the girlfriend he was with at the time.
Yo, you ever read the magazine? You ever read Forbes magazine?
Yeah. Yeah,
it's a good magazine. Yo.
Great magazine. Fantastic.
Right, continue.
Loyal magazine. Loyal magazine. Loyal magazine. Yo,
continue.
My brethren used to walk into a club. I was there, and you know what? Cat's out of the bag. So Bento, who was supplying our beats for season 1. My good friend Andrew, he tells the same story. You go anywhere with this guy, man. He's with his girlfriend, who he's loyal to. I don't know him to have cheated on his girlfriends. I don't know him to have done that. And I'm talking, this is 20 years ago. I could easily be like, yo, my man was... But his reputation preceded him, man. He would walk, no lie, bro, walk into a club, and it was like the thing would part, like the crowd felt like it would part, and you would see all, oh, hi! And he's like 6'4", oh, hi! All these like high hugs, and like he's hugging up, and his girlfriend is like right there. And I used to think, yo, and there was a girl that was so nice, man. The girl was so kind and so nice, so funny. And I used to feel so bad for her. I'm like, what does this feel like for her? Because I know in the few times where I was with, doing my thing with someone else who was doing their thing, when they would hug a guy or do something, no matter what, I can say I don't feel no ways, anything like that. I can say anything I want about any of that and how I felt. You feel there's something there that you like, no matter, you even at the time don't care. But there's a little party that does. There's a little party
Yo, listen.
Yeah, a little party that goes. Yeah, like, go ahead.
Let me tell you, one time, this is going to be a quick story because I can't get into details.
No, man.
One time, this girl was like, "Oh, let's go out. We're going to such and such party or a club." I'm like, "All right." And she had a friend who DJ'd. I'm like, "All right, cool, whatever. Let's go out there." Yo, we go to this party, right? I walked in with her. I walked out with her also.
I was like, wait. It's like, oh, Frank, holy shit.
I started that so bad, right?
I walked in and out of her. But God, Frank.
Yo, while we were there, I didn't exist. I could have been a shadow in the corner.
Wow.
I could have gone dance up on any other girl, and she probably would have never known.
Never noticed.
And I was just like, damn, like just like that. And at the end of the night, she's all like, oh, hey, da-da. I'm like, yo, get off me. She's like, yeah, but I'm like, don't talk to me. She's like, da-da. I'm like, I will take you home, and then, we'll talk later. And yo, I was so livid. But like, yo, it happens. I wasn't prepared.
When you're on the other side of that, and like you maybe like, so wait, hold on. So before I go on with my statement, are you saying that you knew that of her already, or that was kind of like
she just had a vibe to her that just, I don't know. It was hard to. I couldn't tell you what it was. There was just a factor about her where I was just like, I shouldn't do this, but
she's nice. She was nice.
Let's see what's happening. I'll allow it. You know what I mean? And that's on me.
But that night was enough, or did you see her again?
No, I saw her again.
Yeah. Hey, yo, that is the poll. Listen, that is the poll we have, man. That is the poll we have.
Yo, I gotta open my window.
That is the poll we have, man. That happened. That now I wasn't that bad, but I will say that. See, I was very good at never like making.
Hang on,
Yeah,
I'm gonna interrupt you.
Okay, go ahead.
This is why, because people are probably like, "Yo, how's Frank so soft?" Blah blah blah. I don't give a fuck. But listen, okay. Can we swear? We can't swear, right? Because you got to press that button on iTunes.
It was season 2.
Yo,
man.
shout out iTunes, yo.
Yo, do what we do.
So the old Frank, I had trust in humanity. I believed that people were for their greater good, and when they saw something good, they would treat that good. And that just wasn't the case, right? But, lesson learned. And it actually worked out for the best because now I have my sweetheart and I'm better than ever. So it's all right.
Listen, man.
Shout out CC, yo. Listen, yo, man. Big up your girl CC, yo.
Yo, big up to CC. Big up to CC for sure. Dating someone, like when worlds collide and two like quote unquote players get together and are dating each other, it is not good, dude.
Oof.
It is not good, and that was me probably for a good 5 years, like 5.
I feel like it's only rarely good if you find two people who actually have the understanding that, hey, listen, we are where we are, and this is like an open, quote unquote, relationship. But B, they don't go back on their word and they actually treat it as such. And, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I feel like usually one person catches emotions and then, things go downhill.
I think every good player needs to do is keep a distance even with the person they are dating if they are not living with them. They also need to keep that distance if they plan on continued pursuit of this playerism and playing the field.
Question.
And yes.
Because I know men do. Do you think women keep a log of all the guys they've been with?
Mentally, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Do you think they make it like write it down or something?
I would believe that there's women who have done that, yeah.
I ask is, what if scenario you're dating someone?
Yeah.
And they're all, they turn the leaf and they're,
yeah.
Years.
And you
kids,
find it.
House, picket fence, everything. You're legit. And then, you guys are moving one day or something, going through some memorabilia, and you pull out this list, and you just see, like, a list. What do? You can't do anything. What are you going to do? Other than, like...
You know what I'm going to say.
You don't want to tell them, but you just, look at them angry for the rest of the night.
Here's what I'm going to say. Because I'm an equal opportunity offender. I appreciate.
What does that even mean?
It means that I can respect. Like I always tell my son when he cheats about anything, like any sports and stuff. I go, guess I respect the thief. I respect the thief to a certain point, and I respect the cheat to a certain point. So I can respect it because I can say to myself, well, I have done the same. You know what I'm saying? I could probably say to myself, I may have done the same. Now, if you're telling me the log is like...
Well, you just changed your statement. You went from I have done the same to I may have done the same.
No, because...
I know that because you caught yourself. You did the same.
No, but I was just... Because you know what? I just remembered. You said that like she had like sex with these people. Not a log of boyfriends. Like, this is sex log. This is like bang log.
Who keeps a log of boyfriends?
So that, and if you open that, it's like 2 pages of 8x11 paper. Woo! Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
Wait. What size font? That's tough.
If it's even double space, Bridget. 10. Bridget, even if this thing is double space.
10 font, single space.
Oh,
4 tables across.
And what if you see like check mark or like stars, like certain things. Oh my gosh.
And no star beside your name. So actually that leads me to my final question.
And you're not the last. What if you're not the last name on it?
Yo, come on, man.
If you're not the last name on it.
You see my face?
Oh my god. What
Come
if
on,
you're
man.
not the last name?
Azam, stop it. Come on, man.
Holy shit. You know what?
Yo,
I don't know how
listen.
likely. Hold on. I don't know how likely it is that your scenario has happened, but if it has, I would love to hear from that person anonymously.
No.
We need to hear.
I haven't
man.
talked to her in years. I don't plan on talking to her for a lifetime. I don't need to bring that smoke into my life.
Wait a minute. Do you know this has happened?
No, what?
Wait, hold on.
Are you asking if I've been cheated on?
No. You know someone that has a log of man?
Oh, no. Sorry, I thought you meant just like being cheated on. No.
I was like, yo, Frank, get her on here. Get her on here.
I know guys who have a log. I know guys, but I don't know any girls.
Guys are dumb, though. Guys are stupid. Guys think they have the upper hand in those logs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they think that the girl is not giving them the thing that they also want to have, you know, like,
fair enough.
You know what I mean? You can't just force your way and they're going to be handing these things out and be like, oh, well, I didn't mean to do that, but, you know, it's good. At least we did it.
Well, actually, so here's a question, because clearly you've dated, you know, girls who done their thing, right? Which is fine.
Yes.
Have you ever wondered to yourself, this would be my final part for this section, have you ever thought, how do I compare? So, you know, you guys are, you know, doing your thing, whatever.
So young.
And after you ever are like, you know, I don't know, she, you know, or you're like, yeah, I'm the Don, or like, best you ever had. Like, does that ever go through your mind?
No.
Or has
I was so young and so cocky and so like arrogant of myself. I could not have cared less of another guy,
true killer.
Yeah, I could not have cared. I would not have cared at all. Like, and I know that for a fact. That even when you're saying this, I'm literally looking away in the distance into scenarios. I'm like, nope, I didn't care.
I didn't care. It's like standing behind your monitors, looking, just like,
nope, I didn't care. Nope, and not even like sex. Not even like, again, to me, it's not about the sexual part. It's just about the
chase, the game,
the chase, the game,
not
the
practice,
talk,
the game,
the talk, man. Just to get that talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I remember like I remember girls saying weird stuff to me. Like, I remember. So you know what? If I had asked anything, I used to ask them like, "Yo, what? You know, like if you're in the middle of flirting or doing something, it's like, yo, what do you like about me?" That used to be something that mans used to like to ask back in the day. What do you like about me? She used to be like, "Yo, what you like about me?" And the amount of times I heard tall and popular. That's all. Tall and popular, not cute, not like, not oh, you're on the basketball team. Just tall and popular. Let me give this statement out to any guy who's out there, tall and popular, under the age of 25. Buddy, there is
this
a
guy's
field.
not talking to me because I'm short.
There is a field for you. There's a field for you that anyone under 5'11", 5'10", they can't understand.
Jeez.
Man. You get
just put a dagger to my heart. I'm sitting right here, bro.
This guy's and like that so awkward, you know, like
his mic. And I'm just like, jeez, man, like, come on, man. Come on, man.
If you listen, man, boy. Listen, how you are. You see, you ever think about this? How you are now, right?
Yes.
And I don't want to give you the if you weren't with CC and all that. So I respect CC, but how you are now, could you not see yourself living such a life? Could you not see how you are now in your personality and your personableness that you could pull it off? Do you not think that? I think that. Now I think you can.
I can neither
as a former member
deny the allegations that have been brought towards me.
I'm going to say this. As a former member, you have many of the qualities that we are looking for in membership to our club. like
first round pick, yo. But the problem is I played my senior year like 15 times. Yeah.
The problem is you probably got more slick and more better while with Cece. So like she's getting all the best of you, you know. She's getting all the sweet up. She's getting sweet up all the time.
Oh my! All right, so next section. Right, so I got some questions for you.
Yeah.
So I just have an article here. I stumbled upon it on the internet. It's from August 27th, 2019.
Okay.
And it's actually from WikiHow, to be honest with you.
All right.
Hey, sources come from anywhere, man. So this lady, well, I'm gonna reference it for men and women, have put 7 steps. Sorry, not 7, 8 steps. How you can date someone who's a player. I want you to either agree or disagree with each step. We'll go through these, all right? First step, ask yourself what you want out of this.
Yes.
Is that important or not? Why? Give
because
me Cole's notes.
Because if you are going to date someone like that, you have to know, again, like what I said, where you're going to be headed with this relationship. Because that person can go and figure itself out, figure themselves out. Will you be able to figure yourself out when shit hits the fan, or you find out, or it's something that's maybe too much for you? Because so you got to figure out whether this is a long-term thing for you. Are you okay being a part of his or her plan? Roster, because if from what I'm understanding, the question is you are aware of the person and what they're doing.
Yes, you are aware. Exactly.
Yeah,
this
so
is what
this
it is.
This scenario
this is someone who's aware, and you have to decide. Okay, yeah. So you got it.
Right.
Question 2: Is this so? This is more like a step. Get their interest.
So there's a movie called The Mac, and in that movie, you see physicalness may not get the person, right? It's not going to be the physicalness, because essentially they probably have a roster of physical.
They can have that whatever they want. Yeah.
So it's going to be something else that piques their interest. It's going to be probably intelligence. It's going to be probably humor. It's going to be something probably maybe even cooking. Like maybe you have to have some sort of attribute that.
Do you have to fake it till you make it?
I mean, the thing is, if you do that and that person has some sort of regret, or has there might be a turn on you, you know. So if you fake it, when shit becomes real, it is probably gonna get real for you too, because they'll probably be able to go right back to whatever crop or new field is out there, and again figure things out for themselves.
Okay. Step 3. I want you to try to decipher what this means. Mentally prepare.
So you got to, again, be able to deal with rejection. You got to be able to deal with...
the nail right on the head. Nice.
Yeah, you got to be able to deal with rejection. You got to be able to deal with time frame changes, meaning like you might be wanting to go somewhere and go do something, but maybe he got caught up with doing something else, or traveling from across town or something, or he or she. You got to be preparing yourself for disappointment. You got to prepare yourself mentally for disappointment and rejection.
Okay. Question 4.
And lies.
Step
and
4.
lies. Yeah, go ahead.
Jeez, that is true, actually. Players are mostly in it for the thrill of the chase and the sex.
So, again, I'm going to leave the sex part out, but I would say the chase is an amazing thing. The chase is an amazing thing, whether you're young.
Is this similar to those movies where, like, there's a clear player out there, you know, the movie builds up, and then he finds this one girl. Cruel Intentions. Sorry, perfect example. Have you ever seen it with Ryan Philippe? And
phenomenal movie.
Yeah. So he's a player. Everybody knows he's a player.
Right.
Reese Witherspoon knows he's a player.
Right.
And he wants her because he knows that she's a virgin. He has to chase that and do things that he normally wouldn't have to do.
Right. Yep.
But that's a movie.
It is very much reality in very many ways.
Right.
Like, imagine, I remember one time I was voted in grade 8, or graduating.
You were what, sorry?
Voted in grade 8, like middle school, like most flirtatious. So imagine going, and so if you're in grade 8, what are you, 14? So imagine you're 14, 15 years old. You're sniping gal, man. You're like
sniping.
You're sniping, knowing information is public. Like you are going in to these things, knowing that it is written somewhere that this is what the people have voted upon that you do, right? And you're still able to succeed in these ventures, you know? There's
You're
a
very
there's a
proud of yourself,
thrill.
I can tell.
There's a thrill. No, but I think there's a natural human thrill thing there. There's something that's just like if you're able to, and that those opportunities are afforded to you, that you can make that happen through your words, man. Whew. Who's walking around like Shamar Moore? I got no six. You got 6-pack abs, man.
Wow,
Here,
Shamar Moore.
If you don't, you're not walking around here. They're walking around here like, oh, yo, Playboy.
Yo, man, anytime a girl is like,
models.
oh, Shamar, yo, my eyes couldn't roll anymore in the back of my skull, guy. I'm like, really? Come on,
yo,
man.
Saida always
like,
says to me, she's like, why?
Let's get out of here, yo.
Saida always,
man, they
always
get everything. Everything.
Don't have to try.
Don't make me go. No, see, now I'm gonna pop off. Shamar Moore, like this light skin guy, he can get everything. White
You're not that light skin.
Shamar
Moore ain't that light skin, man. Shamar Moore ain't that light skin. No, yo, man, he's darker than me.
Right now, darker. You're light skin.
Yeah, but he's darker than me. He's way dark. He's darker than me, man.
I'm looking at his pictures right now. All I see is light skin. Matter of fact, here I'm gonna try something. Let me search light skin
Saida
black actor.
Saida says to me one time, she goes,
Shamar Moore, first hit. Oh wait, okay. Shamar. So they're showing me females as well for some reason. But one, he is the second hit. You know who's above him? Oh, what's his name? That guy. He used to be in. He was in that movie where he was like some creepy. Oh my gosh!
Doesn't it say his name there? Doesn't say his name.
No, because I
just
searched
images.
I searched light skin actor. Like
Michael Ealy. Michael Ealy.
Come back to yes. Yeah. Wait.
Ealy. Michael Ealy, probably. I'm thinking, I don't know.
Michael Ealy,
there you go.
Michael Ealy was number 1.
Yeah.
And then Shamar Moore was number 2.
Let me tell you, can I just say something? Saida always goes to me, she goes, I always, in any reference, will go, wait, think this man's walking around like Shamar Moore. Yo, what is he going to think? Everybody's walking around like Shamar. Yo, my brain has put Shamar Moore. Shamar Moore is like whatever the best could be. It's like my brain is consistently for the time like middle school, like middle school. I'm like, yo, pure Shamar Moore.
So funny. It's true though. All right, sorry. Okay. Let me get back to. Oh, I thought. Okay, 5. You got to play it cool.
So I would assume this is probably referring to not getting too maybe overzealous or maybe troubled by what's going on, or like again, because what's going to happen is you're going to have life changes happen. You're going to have things where like he's running late, she's running late. They're on the phone for a while. Because you are trying to be the number one interest, but this person probably has made relationships along the way that you are going to have to really, really weather. You're going to have to weather those emotions. Does that make sense? Like you're going to have to like. You're really gonna.
You. So this one
and like not pop off. You pop off, and he's probably he or she's gonna be like, I don't need this shit. Like, what am I?
You're right. So you're talking about when you're with the person, which is I would agree with that. This was referring to actually, I guess, getting them.
Yeah, getting them. I'm talking about getting them. Yeah.
Do not be like every other dispensable girl or guy in the room. Waste no time flouting his or her ego because it's already big enough. So I think it's saying like, almost like don't do this small chat about, oh, you're so tall. Oh my gosh, Forbes. Like you just got to get straight to like.
Forbes got no play, man. Forbes ain't got no play in high school and stuff. Yeah. See, that's the thing. What happened with him?
I gotta remember that when he finally comes to the podcast. I'm like, yo,
no, unfairly. Yo, this man. 2? Yo, he was a nice guy, man. Forbes was such a nice guy to the like. He didn't have like girlfriends and stuff in high school and stuff. He had none. He didn't. As long as we've been friends, the only time he's had girlfriends is like post university times.
Yo, that's like me. I had 2 girlfriends during high school.
Yeah, and
they were both for 2 years. So like my whole high school was just these 2 girls.
Oh, me too. I had one. I'm not gonna leave that alone. I had a all right.
All right, right, next question.
Long time ago.
Never ask him out or her out, I guess.
Now, you mean to date or to go out? Is that what this is referring to?
I don't know.
So if I was gonna talk about, see, I'm trying to go back in time here. Now, so if a girl asked me out, to go out like boyfriend girl, I was so quick to be like, nah, we're good friends. Yo, we're just friends. Yo, we're good at friends. Yo, we're better as friends. We're good as friends.
Wow.
I would say, yeah, all the time. And like, but if it was to like to go out, I would. I guess that's an ego thing. I would feel like I used to take the power away and like change the plan just to make sure I change the plan, for me. Now when I think
so
about
here
it
says, wait for them to ask you out if he or she is not totally out of your reach. At some point when they see you hanging around them enough, they might ask you out. In general, guys like girls that are more familiar.
Yes.
I don't get that last line.
So the familiar part is like you seeing them a little bit more. You're seeing them a lot. Like you're in friend groups and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. Me and friend groups was the best.
All right, two more. Prepare for the breakup.
Yes. Yes, you
Can
have
just
to.
straight up, yes.
Yeah, because like even I in a few relationships with people also in that game or feeling the same way or moving the same way, I was fully prepared. And I think I mentioned this to you before that I was the worst person to break up with because I was so like I couldn't care. I would be like, they've tell me things like, yo, I met someone else or I'm talking to this next guy. I'd be like, okay, so what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean here? Because we're like, what are we doing? I'm not like we're not getting married here. Like, what does that matter? Are you off the list? Are we off the rosters? You know, kind of thing. Like, am I getting benched until further notice? Kind of thing. You know what
I mean? Healthy scratch, yo.
What do you hold on? What do you think about that? So, what do you have any experience with that?
I was a pessimist at the time, so I acted as matter of fact, I told one girl because we went on a date and then I actually didn't contact her back because that's the vibe I was getting from her. This is a true story. I just date and then I was like whatever, and it was actually a good date, and then months later she contacts me and we meet up and she's like, how come you didn't talk to me? And I was like, honestly, I know exactly where this is going. And I was really very confident with it. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, listen, we're not looking for the same thing. You're gonna because I put up my walls with her like from the first get-go.
Okay.
And even during the date. And I'm like, you're gonna beat me down until I bring my walls down and I actually let you into my life, blah, 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 and introduce you, et cetera, get feelings for you. And then you're going to do something stupid and you're going to drop me off. I guarantee it. She's like, no, how can you just think that? I'm like, that's what's going to happen. And she's like, no. I'm like, all right, fine. Yo, textbook, exactly what happened. And this is not even, this is real life story. It was bad, like really bad. Like bad.
Can we get more? Is there any more? So wait, how old of Frank is this? Like, what age of Frank? What age range is this?
No, because if I give a range, then other people can determine.
You're giving her power. You're giving her power. You don't want to give her power.
You'll never know, man. It was bad. That's all you gotta know.
But this is 20s Frank. So I'm taking 20s as the range.
Well, okay, sorry. So by default, it is 20s because I've been dating CC for 5 years. So yes.
Okay, so okay, I'll respect what you're saying. I'm just saying that you had the wherewithal. I think that should be commended. Now I'm not being sarcastic. Yeah.
Sometimes I big myself up. You add a little something to a story. This is straight like scripted facts. I legit told her. I'm like, this is exactly what's going to happen. This is why I didn't call you back. And she's like, no, that's not who I am, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, fine. And I even asked her, I'm like, so why didn't you message me months ago? And she's like, well, I was involved in something. I'm like, all right. So fine. But no. And then I let her in, and then I got doo-dooed. Got doo-dooed on. Figuratively speaking.
Okay, so I think the only you'll listen to me. At least will you commit to if we ever get a check for this show? We're at episode 46. If we revisit this on a large platform, will you share?
If I get paid, for this show, I promise
we're dropping all names
to consider dropping the names and the real like the hard
the real
finite details.
Yeah.
We'll last thing, come out of it all and be satisfied.
Now that is a proclamation, or is that a hope? What is the?
I guess this is like a goal.
Goal. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, again, if this is based on pursuit, and trying to lock down,
assuming
and trying to lock down. Read it to me. What is the description?
So notice how like all these questions have been sequential, because it's like the initial attack, the obtaining of
steps,
said person, the breakup, and this one is called come out of it all and be satisfied.
And it probably goes back to the very beginning of having checking your expectations at the door, and being very realistic about your expectations. Because if you are not a person who is able to do that, or who wants to do that and like be a part of that game, you have to, and if you are again fully aware of this person, but you just really like this person, you really wish that they would choose you. Essentially, that's what you're hoping for, that they choose you, right? You also have to understand the fact that they probably won't. That the odds you're running, if it's 10 girls this guy's talking to, you got 1 in 10 shot. You got a 1 in 10 shot about people you don't even know. You know, like know, it's not like you can. It's not like you can probably on like video group chats with these people, and you could be like, "Yeah, what do you guys do with him?" It's not like Bachelor or something like that, right? You could be like share notes and stuff like that. You're kind of taking shots in the dark here to lock down someone that you really care about and really love, and they're probably missing out on the amount that you're giving too, because they have some people that they're trying to also take care of. You know.
So this is how I consider this. So although the goal of the player is to, have multiple girls or just do the chase of the guys, whatever it is. Do the chase as like it. If you're a girl, same thing. You have multiple guys, you just like the chase, whatever. I think the satisfaction of the playee is if they know what they're getting into, like we said, right? They have like a small hope of a percentage that it's gonna blossom into something, but they probably know it's not. But I feel like if they come out of it, their satisfaction is the fact that they were the 1 out of 10, right? Or maybe they were the one who actually got their catch. So maybe the girl got that bad boy she always wanted to, check out, or the guy got that girl who he knew was out of his league, but he still got her, even if it was momentary. Or you take out of it, hey, you know what? Even though I got screwed around, it was actually still a good time. Maybe you still had a cool experience. You got to go to a new club, whatever it is. So I think this is kind of like, come out of it with, like, be satisfied with what you got, right? So you're trying to overachieve, but if you got at least what you were expecting, then that can be notched as a win.
I will say this, without being paid for to say, but that many things of what you said was pretty much me and Saida's relationship. Probably the early on, like the first few months, where she would verbalize to me, if this falls apart, at least we got to know each other. It was almost like she, even though she was number one and only one, she still had it in her mind that, if things fall apart, what, whatever happened. We had a great time. It was fun. And, we both, I think for her too, is like, you can mutually move on from this, mutually move on and not be left with any sort of bad feelings and stuff like that, even though, because, and see, that's the thing, when you have that, I think, reputation or that idea of you that's out there, and it's out there enough that that person is in circles hearing those things, or hearing of like past things, or like, oh my god, you're dating, oh, you're talking to this, you're talking to him, yo, he was talking to my friend. When you're in that and you hear that, no matter what you think, man, you're human. You know, I go back to, again, what I was saying before. I was like, I could say, and I know how I felt. Like, I could care less. But when you see her hug a guy and hug a couple guys, or you go somewhere and there's a couple dudes hugging, and not the like friendship hug, like, you know, like, there's a different kind of hug. And man's them know what's up. You, Frank, you know, there's a different kind of hug.
Yo, why you calling me out, yo? What do you mean?
I know.
What do you mean? How do you mean that?
I know you've probably done the hug, and I know you've had the hug probably done to you, where you see, like,
all right, good save.
Good save.
Listen. Who am I kidding? I know the hug.
You know the hug.
There have been times where, you know, I was just like chilling, and I see the hug, and like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like you know how I go, okay. That's more like a okay.
I can remember I can remember a girl I was like, quote unquote, talking to in high school, and the girl hugging a guy, and Forbes was with the guy, and Forbes looked over at me like, and Forbes put his hand between the guy and the girl. I was like, yo, that's Azam's thing. And I was like, he stopped the hug. That hug was coming, man. That hug was.
Yo, that's a real one, man.
That's a brethren, man.
That is a real one.
That's a real brethren, you know.
I like that. That's a.
It's not like the man let it happen. He was like, oh, I just kind of looked confused, man. He literally put his hand in between. Was like, yo. It's Azam. Yeah. Okay. You got anything else you want to add to this?
No. I think we have blessed that topic more than enough. And like I said, I stand by. If I ever get paid, I'll tell the true
true
story.
Names, man. True names coming.
True stories. Stories. Listen, ladies, I know I'm all like, you know, happy, jolly, laughing, you know, beautiful, every girl's dream. But I'm telling you right now, yo, there's some skeletons that are buried deep, fossilized, and bone marrow sucked out already. Is gone. You know what I mean?
West Indian.
These eyes, Sam. These eyes, empty.
Just dead behind those eyes.
We were making new logos for the show, and I had to Photoshop pupils just so I look human.
That is true. These are facts. That is a fact.
I'm just joking.
Okay. That being said, first episode of season 2, you know we coming with it. We coming hard with it. We're coming fresh with it. It's everyone's favorite goddamn segment, Spittin in 5.
Drama.
Oh,
yo, I'm lucky she's
not. Your Tamil neighbor is gonna come running to your door.
And my window is open too, eh?
Frank's got a Tamil. He's got a Tamil neighbor. This lady. Oh, anyways.
No, she's crossing the street. I'm just joking. Listen, it is time for Spittin in 5. For those of you who do not know, listen, everybody knows by now.
Yeah.
Spittin in 5 is the last segment of our show where I, Frankness, have a topic that Azam does not know, I simply pose it. It is either situational, it's a question, it's a would you rather, it's a what's your favorite. It doesn't matter. It is my damn thing.
That's it. Fine.
Are you ready, Azam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this week is a little. See how I changed my voice. this week's a little different. You might have to release some secrets of yours, some tactics.
Oh, come on, man! You put me in a player episode. Like I'm like the guru here.
No. It's nothing like player. It is. All right. Listen, this has nothing.
Okay.
To do with the subject we just talked about.
All right.
Ladies, you're gonna want to listen. Men, you want to take notes. Azam.
Yes.
How do you go about preparing for a woman's period?
Okay. So, now I'm coming from a place where you're not talking about dating a person, or you're living in with the person, right? Is that true, or are you talking about just generally?
Let's say in general, because you're with them. Let's say like when you're in the presence of your girl, and you have to.
I think that's more tough. That's tougher to gauge. That's tougher to gauge because you're probably not keeping track. You're not day to day engaging in a person, and maybe seeing a change or something kind of like something kind of gives you a tip off that something's around the corner.
But around the corner.
but I will say this, and I think every man.
I'm saying that it is that time. Like it's happening.
Okay,
it's
now
happening.
I got you.
You're in it.
You're in it.
So what I'm saying is it's going on right now. What do you do to like?
Yes.
You understand me now, right?
I got you. I'm with you. Right. You cannot, by any means, engage in any meaningful conversation or debate. or debate. You cannot engage in anything that means anything.
I like how you say you said debate last. I like how you're like you cannot engage in any meaningful conversation
or debate. Cannot. You have to stay away. Treading lightly is not going to help you. You got to stay away. You got to let things be. See, the catch here is things will be presented to you during these 5, 6, 7 days. There's things that will be presented to you that are not presented to you, that weren't presented to you a week before. And there's a reason for that. The reason for that is that they want to catch you. They want you to mess up. And trust me, you can't do anything right. There's nothing right you can say during those meaningful conversations or debates. Because now, if you do, guys, now this comes from someone who's been married 11 years. You cannot allow yourself to be trapped
in the same house.
You gotta allow yourself not to be trapped in a conversation or a debate that lasts longer than a minute or two. You got to get yourself out of there. This is
interesting.
You got to get yourself out of there. Because guess what? You're not going to... Listen, man, there's no feasible way. There's no amount of sweet up. I'm the king of sweet up, man. My whole life is based on sweet up. My whole life, my whole my love for Saida is based on sweet up,
We gotta have an episode where we literally just called sweet up, and you have to explain for the next hour and a half what that means. But all right, carry on.
You have to really tread lightly. You gotta really tread lightly, and if it means you going along with it, it means you saying, "Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Oh yeah, I never looked at it that way." That is, if I was gonna leave you with a line, I never looked at it that way. During that period of time, that is the best way to go. That's my.
All right. So it's funny. So so you focus on the negative confrontational times, but my friend, so you're the king of sweet up. I am the king of thriving during this period. Okay? Not really thriving. That's the wrong word.
No.
Listen.
I don't know what. I don't know what you're excelling in at this time.
Listen,
if you have 5 to 7 day periods of acceleration.
I'm telling you, listen to me right now. Okay?
All right, go ahead.
You have to match the positive wavelengths. So you have to catch the moments when she feels vulnerable and the moments where she feels aggressive. Okay, this is what I mean. Don't say a word. I know you want to say something so bad. This guy's pinching his lips. Listen. So I agree with you. I listen.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I agree with you. Where something that you would normally stand your ground on or bring up, oh, why didn't you do this? Or, oh, hey, can you do? Listen, all that gets thrown out the window. You keep that shit tucked deep inside you. Nothing. You're right. Nothing confrontational. Nothing like that comes out. Okay, because you're not gonna win. You're not gonna get through to them. It's just gonna be words in the air. Okay, and you're just setting yourself up for a colossal failure. I agree, but remember, during this sensitive time, not only does the woman go through angry spurts, but she goes through like
a lot of
highs. You got to catch those highs. Those are most important because that is like your bank, right? You got to put some savings in your RSPs, savings of emotions. So when you see that her eyes aren't proud and she's like walking around like, you can catch her in a moment. Hey, beautiful, how you doing, babes? Oh, I got his dinner. Don't worry about it. Oh, hey, don't worry. You got to do things and set it up. So when those aggressive times are about to pop, you have some reserve in the tank to possibly, this is not a guarantee, to possibly.
I was gonna go. Okay? Now, that is the most truthful thing in this whole thing that you said. Possibly
avoid danger and injury. Okay? So if you got to be able to sense the aggressiveness, you back up. Hey, no problem. Feel like you expose yourself. Yeah, babies, you're right. Oh yeah, I hear you. I understand. Yeah, for sure. Yes, I should have cleaned that plate. You're right. My bad. But when you see that she's on the highs, you got to jump right in there, man. Got to jump in. Make her feel sexy. Make her feel nice. Make her feel wanted, boy.
Listen to me. If you think I'm gonna let you lead these mans astray, don't listen to Frank.
What do you mean?
Listen, that dinner dinner has been made for me. I have sat down. I have eaten it. I've been appreciative of the dinner. I have thought to myself, wow, I wonder what brought about this. And then I was asked a question. And then I found myself deep in waters I could not get out of. So
what do you mean?
Anybody out there who is listening to my voice right now, Frank, I don't know what I don't know how much research Frank has done on this. I don't know how many times.
What did I say wrong? You gotta catch the highs and avoid the lows.
Those highs are not gonna be like rewarded by anything. Like, what are those highs gonna be? What are those highs gonna be greeted with? Like, they're not gonna come back. You can't use it. Imagine. You know what's gonna happen? Hold on. Even if I say to you, you know what, Frank's got a point, and maybe Frank can get away with this. Many of you guys are not gonna be able to get away with this. You might not have a way to talk. Because you are going to, you know what you're going to do? You know what
your voice sounds like one of those voices from those thriller movies. On this night, 5 days only, the man does not escape her wrath. Stay tuned. You can't survive.
You know what these guys are going to do, man? They're going to, in the middle of things, be like, I just made you dinner, though. The dinner don't get... Oh, no. Yo, I just pumped tires. Wait, hold on. Didn't I pick up dinner? Didn't I pick up dinner?
Listen.
So I don't do nothing. I don't pick up dinner.
Stop.
I didn't do nothing. So I don't do nothing. I aren't the one that got dinner. That's all that's going to happen. And these man's going to be like, yo, Frank.
Listen, stop. I'm assuming I am talking to an educated crowd who knows. So you don't throw in the face, say, yo, I did this, I did this. You don't ever do that. That's standard 101. What do you mean?
Listen, before us
You're not giving our mans any credit.
Listen, before us and after us, mans are going to be doing the same dumb shit constantly. They're going to be entertaining and thinking that they got a point. No, man, your point during this period. And listen, women are going through something at this time where we cannot relate.
I wish I could make a poll. I wish I could make... I'm gonna find a way to make a poll on Instagram. Like, yo, woman, do you like to be sweet up on your period or not?
That is the most.
I got heartburn.
Oh my god.
Yo, I had a burp stuck in my esophagus, guy. I legit almost died just now.
Yo, bitch, you like to get sweet up or no? Take the poll. Vote. Oh god. Oh my god.
Yo, I got a shower. I'm sweating.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, look out for that poll. That poll's coming up. IG. Look out for that IG poll on our stories. All right. Frank is keeled over.
Yo, girls on your period, you want to get sweet up or not? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, my whole body's hot. My whole body's
hot.
Yo,
I'm perspiring everywhere. Oh my gosh, that was...
Oh. All right. You got anything else to add on? In conclusion.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay, listen. Okay, listen. On that note, we capping it. Hold on, we capping this bit in 5. We capping it, or you got something else?
Yeah, I can't talk. Yeah.
All right, that was Spittin' 5. This was episode 1 of season 2. It's actually episode 46. 46, right? 46. 43. Gosh, yes. We didn't do 43, right? Or was it 43? 43 is the 43 is the untold, right? There's one that we skipped.
No, that was 37. 37 we skipped.
37.
Oh my!
You
goodness.
can find us on every streaming platform. We were added to iHeartRadio.
Yo, not after this, yo. If they listen to us, they're gonna lock us off for sure.
Good, so good, so good.
Oh my goodness!
So like, yo, bitch, yo, bitch, you wanna get sweet up or no? Yo, you're telling me you don't let me get sweet up? Frank is left. Frank's left the room. Frank's left the room.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
All right. Oh boy. All right,
I'm back.
Okay, Frank left. So you can catch us on all streaming platforms. Again, we were added to iHeartRadio as of recently. If you have the iHeartRadio app, you can find us on there. Coming of Age, the podcast. IG at a Coming of Age _ the podcast. Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. You can email us as always at acomingofage.thepodcast@gmail.com. And
yes.
Episode 46 is in the books. Frankie, my friend, and the music you hear right now, listen to me. We didn't even touch on this. This is ACOA Beats, bro. ACOA Beats. ACOA Beats Production Agency. I don't know what we're going to call it, but I hope you guys are rocking out to the new music, the new songs. We got new art,
logos,
new logos, new art and stuff like that. We don't stop, man. We don't stop. Frank, you got anything else to add?
Won't stop. I've said enough.
You've done enough.
Listen, man.
You've done God's work.
I want to find a way to do a poll because, like, 100%, I feel like I have some legitimacy to what I said. Okay, like, listen. You gotta choose the right time, the right place. Obviously, you don't try sweetening up when she's in the down mode. That's just asking for help, okay? But like, come on, listen. I'm sorry. That's it. That's
backing up. He's backing up. All right, you guys, stream us, like us, comment. Best thing you can do is tell a friend, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Subscribe, all that good stuff. Best way to support our show. And we will catch you all down the road next week. Frankie, a pleasure. We'll link up again next week.
As always.
All right.
Peace out, everybody.
Choo-choo.